Okay, welcome back everyone. So kita dah sembang panjang lebar tadi pasal Liverpool, what their plans are for this season, their history. Bro Norman has shared about his experience as a Liverpool fan, the highs and the lows, the pains and the successes. So now kita nak santai-santai, kita nak cover lah apa dah jadi minggu lepas. Last week's game week, just nak bincang lah what happened, the highs and the lows, So I want to start lah. We just cover some of the results, the notable results. We already covered Liverpool. They beat Bournemouth 3-1. Man City beating Newcastle 1-0. So, any thoughts?
A very professional performance. Man City knew what they had to do, and they just did it. It's nothing fancy. What do you agree?
Yeah, I think they just played they kept to the basics. They just played what they had to do. And Newcastle being a team that they are now, which is actually a very strong team.
Another Saudi team.
Well, to some extent, I suppose. But like we were saying earlier as well, Man City is whatever it is they're doing, they're getting it right.
No, De Bruyne. Huh?
Yeah, no De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, yeah.
But then
he's out 5 months ahead.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, 5 months. And Foden stepped up.
Yeah.
But people will say without De Bruyne, Haaland is like SAMPAH, and Haaland has not scored for how long?
Yeah, actually, yeah, no.
First game he's got.
De Bruyne was playing.
But let's see.
I think what Man City is that even their backups are really strong backups.
Yeah.
True.
But even, if you take all their subs and made them into a team, you can put them in the Premier League and they probably do better than Everton.
Yeah, no challenge for the league.
Very true.
You have to put Everton down. I'm just saying,
It's okay, you can.
Yang supporter Everton tu baik.
Ada ke supporter Everton?
Baik.
Ada. There's a few lah. Ada yang tiba-tiba dia akan keluar lah.
Sesat mana lah. But I think Newcastle couldn't get in the game.
Yeah.
They were like.
That's why I said very professional.
And City at home, unbeatable lah.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
You go to Etihad and you're not.
Very difficult to get results. Aston Villa beating Everton 4-0.
There's really not much to say.
Everton,
But do you see Everton staying up or going down?
Even last season they were so close, right?
Struggling,
Last 2 seasons.
Almost.
Last 2 seasons, sorry.
No, last season and the year before.
The
Ended up
season
the
before,
last
right?
game of the season, right? Last
Yeah.
game of the season.
They stayed up.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them. It is going to be tough for them.
Even with Sean Dyche.
Yeah, and the thing is they've spent so much money over the last few years. I remember a time they bought 7-8 new players. I think it was 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. They bought 7-8 new players and they, hoping to revamp the entire team, and nothing seemed to have worked for them. At one point they were at least a mid-table team.
Yeah. Back when I was growing up, they were at least top 4 at one point.
Yeah, at one point.
During David Moyes.
But during David Moyes' time. But after that they sort of were always like within 8, 9, 10 thereabouts,
And they've got a big stadium.
Yeah.
Big stadium.
Considerably bigger.
Yeah, they have a big stadium.
But I don't know. Some fans will say ownership problem. Some fans will say.
But the owners spend money, For a club that size, they have spent money.
They have, as I said, they have spent money.
But not in the right places.
No, maybe wrong manager. You bring Benitez.
Benitez. It's okay, what?
No, like.
Compared to now, Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
He was waiting for Liverpool. He left Liverpool to join Everton.
That players, I don't know. You consider him a lalang or not?
No, but he went somewhere else before that. I can't remember where he went.
He went to Chelsea also at one point.
Oh yeah, he went to
and
Chelsea
then
as well,
Ancelotti,
right?
who just in the middle left for.
Who would stay at Everton, man?
Madrid is calling you.
Madrid is calling. Yeah, so I think Everton difficult to stay up. This one is quite notable West Ham beating Chelsea. 3-1.
I think Chelsea have a lot of work to do. Chelsea have a lot of work to do. They just seem definitely. I don't know whether they have got they really got to get their stuff together. From last season, you really can see this seems to be sort of like the train running off the tracks.
Don't punya solution. Belanja duit,
Yeah,
belanja
yeah.
duit, belanja
Not
duit.
necessarily.
The
Every time
team
you
was a
belanja
very
duit-
young team.
Last season's team.
No, this team is a very young team. This is the Pochettino style. He brought in Kane, he brought in Dele Alli, all these young players.
Mm-hmm.
So this team looks like a Pochettino team, a young team.
Okay.
But will Pochettino have the time? Like in Spurs, he had the time
Yeah.
to build this young team over years, few years. Now Chelsea, will they wait? Will
Chelsea,
they
I
wait?
don't think they have the patience for that.
But Pochettino's Chelsea, Pochettino's Spurs, they brought in young players, but
They
on a
already-
very limited budget.
Yeah,
This Pochettino is spending like
Oh.
like there's no tomorrow.
True. And I don't think it's the same Pochettino as in Chelsea now
Yeah.
than the Pochettino in Spurs before.
Could be, yes.
In what sense?
I think in the sense that like last time right, when he was in Spurs, maybe not as much resources available to him, so he made it work with what he had. Now, like, he's trying to bring people in to fit into whatever game plan he wants to do, or maybe the game plan is just not working. Or the
Sometimes
people
the
he's
curse is
bringing
too
in,
much of resources.
it's not. Yeah, because you feel you're flush with money, or you can do whatever you want. You look at this guy is good, okay, bring him in. This guy is good, bring him in. But then they don't turn out to be what you actually planned them to be. Whereas, say, for example, when he was in Spurs, he actually molded these players to work together and
Yes,
play that way.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So everyone fit into what the team structure was. Now you're bringing all these players, and then these guys need to fit into whatever system that he wants to do, but they don't necessarily fit in those squares, and that's round pegs in a square hole.
And I think these guys are all on high salaries. Huh?
Of course.
Yeah.
They've spent
There'll
close
be a lot of
to
egos in that dressing room.
Yeah, that's for sure.
they've spent close to $1 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, and the funny thing is, Pochettino after the game, he can say we're still looking at areas to strengthen the squad. What else do you need to
What
strengthen?
else do you want to strengthen?
Gila ke apa?
Right. I mean, it's crazy, but I don't know. Chelsea, I mean, they need to figure something out, lah. I mean, I'm no football manager, so I cannot.
But Todd Bowley, I give him credit lah. He wants to build a club. He just goes buy.
Yeah, but it's not like kau main FIFA, kau main football manager,
Yeah.
kau main belanja.
like, would you like a owner like that who just tells you, oh, who you want, man? All right, take,
Yeah.
let's get him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
pay him
yeah.
extra 20% more.
Just spending blindly lah. But the game yesterday, I mean on Sunday, it's quite bad lah. I think.
The team was bad. I mean, like you said, that Sasadio guy
I don't know, yeah.
had a horrible debut.
Yeah.
Right? He gave away a penalty.
Yeah.
And it was a stupid penalty, if you ask me. I mean,
And West Ham were down to 10 men
yeah.
at the time.
Yes. Oh, yes.
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So, and I mean Mason Mount as well.
Mason Mount went to decide it.
Sorry, yeah.
Chelsea got a lot of work to do lah.
Lot of work.
A lot of work to do.
So let's see lah. After the first 6-7 games, then we can actually get a clearer picture.
Brighton 4-1 against Wolves.
Brighton is like a
Top of the table,
very
Brighton.
bright start.
Is there second four goals? First game also 4 goals, right?
First game.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Well, 4 goals as well.
yeah.
They scored 8 goals in 2 games.
I think so. Yeah. That's ridiculous, lah.
Danny Welbeck up front.
Not really Danny Welbeck. I mean, they got that João Pedro. They got Mitoma, the Japanese dude. He's really good. Yeah. But do you see Brighton like tapering off or challenging for top 6?
I don't. Yeah, maybe they
Challenging
could-
for top
challenging
6.
for top 6,
yeah.
but they will be there, lah. It's just like early buzz, so they're probably riding on that. But they will taper off, lah. Maybe mid-tables, 8, 9 thereabouts.
We let the Thursday night football come in. They're playing Europa, right?
I mean, West Ham looked really good yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know whether because Chelsea looked so bad or.
I think it was Chelsea was bad.
Yeah, I mean, West Ham had a decent game. Even last season, they actually played a decent.
Yeah, Premier League they were suffering because they
Yeah.
were playing in the Conference League. The Europe took a toll on them.
Took a toll on them,
So
right?
Brighton also has a European game on Thursday. So let's see what happens then.
Brighton are in Europe this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yesterday's game lah. Arsenal and Crystal
Arsenal.
Palace. Arsenal 1-0.
I watched that game. Arsenal okay, they play well,
okay.
but again they are not finishing off the opponents like City. City will never do 1-0 and then like anybody's going to score against them, or if they're 2-0 up, they'll make sure it's 3 and they wrap it up. So again, Arsenal won, but nyawa ikan juga lah.
I agree. Arsenal was like after the red card.
What red card was that? Huh?
No,
There was no red card lah. I don't know what happened.
second yellow. Because the
okay.
first the referee booked him for time wasting, booked Tomiyasu for time wasting. Then a few minutes later he touched Ayuh and Ayuh went dramatically down. Second yellow. So we after that we were 10 men down, just parked the bus, got the result, went home. Yeah.
But sometimes you need to churn out these kind of games. Because certain games maybe not worth the risk for you of like going on an all-out attack.
Yeah.
I mean, as a viewer, you watch the game, you're like, Ayuh, come on, do something, blah blah blah. But I mean, maybe you've got instructions. Just hold, you know.
That was important. Just the 3 points.
At the end of the day, right, when it comes May next year, no one's going to come back to this game and say like, Ayuh, why you lost that game 1-0, why you didn't attack more, whatever it is, you know. It's just at the end of the day, they're just going to check up like, menang lah. 3 points.
And Palace away is a tough place to go to.
Tough.
Yeah. So I'll save the best for last lah. Tottenham beating Manchester United 2-0. So wait, before we get into the discussion, right? My co-host predicted that Spurs would get relegated lah.
Really?
like this season. So he has a message to say lah. After this result, he said that just a reminder that every relegated team would win a few games, but the real problem if a title challenging team loses to a relegation threatened team. So what's your comments?
It's one game lah. Whatever it is one game. It's not like a string of defeats. First half, MU played well. Did you watch the game?
No.
MU played well the first half. They had chances. I think they were either equal or slightly better than Spurs in the first half. Mount played okay. First half was okay. He was fine. First half was okay. He was tracking back as a central midfielder. He was spraying the balls around. Very good. Second half looked as if they're still not ready. They were tiring. Nothing happened in the second half. So either they're not fit, or the players need to buckle up lah. You see, even Lisandro Martinez, he's not there yet. So I think give them another 1-2 games. I think things should pick up.
Their second half performance
Was
totally
poor,
dropped.
but first half they played very well.
I just watched the highlights, but
Anthony
second
hit
half
the
they
bar.
looked a bit like out of sorts.
But is it down to style of play? Did Spurs play well or the MU play badly?
I'm actually surprised with the way they played. Spurs
Spurs?
played well. They moved the ball very well. Their passing was very, very good. Maybe home ground. But whether they can sustain it all season, that's another story.
And Spurs without Harry Kane, huh?
Yeah.
But I doubt they'll get relegated though.
Nah, my co-host is Arsenal
That's a
fan
wild call
lah.
lah.
So you have to understand lah.
okay. I doubt they'll get relegated. You know.
No, but let's see whether they can sustain it lah. They can sustain it throughout the season. Because after a while, teams will notice how you play. And say, okay, you're playing like this, I will know how to counter you. So teams will have watched and said, okay, this is how Spurs play. And we'll see what happens lah from there.
But the question about MU, like, why did Ten Hag play Rashford as a striker?
Yeah.
When he can't play there at all.
This is the part I don't understand the owners. That's why people want the Glazers to be out. If you need a striker, you get him early. Whatever happens also, if you bring him early, he gets to adapt in the team, he gets to start early, everything is early. You get him for pre-season. You get him late, and then you have to build him over a few matches of season. So, if you need a player, you better get him early, you know.
But they did get Rasmus Holland, but he's out injured.
So hopefully he can start next game. But the good news is we're playing Nottingham Forest next month. So I think we should get the 3 points there.
Should.
Then we face Mr. Arsenal, right?
Easy win for us lah.
Oh, really?
Should is one thing, could is another thing. But I mean, they could, but Crystal
But
Palace.
they're a good team. I would say with the new coach, I think last season without a striker they finished third. So let's see what happens.
I was impressed lah. Without Harry Kane, they could still beat United. Okay, so Who was your standout performer of the week?
Standout performer of the week. Was there a standout performer?
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't watch all the games.
Just
At least, I mean, from technically, I only watched the
could be a team, could be a player.
I only watched the Liverpool game, but if for Liverpool game, I would say is that Sobaiski guy, which I think I haven't really seen play, but that was like a good like debut for me watching him. Standout team. I don't know. I mean, maybe at the moment Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah. Maybe at the moment Brighton.
I would say not player, the Brighton team on the whole.
Yeah.
Is
Not the
standing out.
player.
Yeah.
Brighton team on the whole.
Yeah. 8 goals in 2 games is.
Yeah. I mean, too soon to give
And
them
they lost
two-
Caicedo, they lost McAllister. Who else did they lose?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they lost a few players already, you know. And
Okay.
True.
For me, my standout team of the week has to be, I think, West Ham to beat Chelsea.
To beat
We had
Chelsea.
Caicedo and Mudryk and
Yeah.
superstar team and 10 men.
With 10 men.
With 10 men.
True.
For me, it's wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Okay, Mangkok of the week.
Marco of the week.
Marco has to be Chelsea lah. Chelsea on the whole lah.
With that much of money on the in parade,
Yeah.
in parade the team, and Raheem played quite well. Raheem Sterling, yeah, he played quite well.
He was good.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
I mean, like, what this Raheem Sterling playing well is not going to push Chelsea through lah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So Mangkok of the week, Chelsea.
I think the Manco of the week, I would say, is the referee who gave McAllister a red
I
card.
mean, yeah, okay. You know,
That's a Manco.
I didn't see the
do you know that?
I mean, there was
do you know that
nothing in it, lah.
he's actually apologized, the referee?
Okay.
Yeah, for giving the red
That
card.
was the blunder of the week, I would
Yeah,
say.
there's no. I mean, there was nothing in it. It was a 50-50 ball. Obviously, he went in with his studs sort of.
But he
leg-
didn't touch.
Yeah,
He
and the
pulled
players.
out, like, he
yeah,
was-
he really was pulling out a tackle, and this guy was running. So your boots touched, lah, right? And for that you give it. I mean, now if he had come in and lunged, I
Yeah.
get it, right? But he's going for the ball, and you can see he's really trying to withdraw, right? But okay, they hit, lah. Okay, it was 50-50 contact. And for that, okay, if you want to give a card, also yellow, lah. It's not a straight red.
Yeah, there was no
Where was
red.
the VAR?
That's another thing. VAR also manko lah. They did VAR, they agreed with the decision.
Whenever they do this, they go and see the monitor.
Yeah.
Because it's slow-mo.
Yeah, it looks more dramatic.
And then the other guy will be at least acting as if he's been shot by a bullet. You know, he'll fall as if, oh, sakitnya, torture.
Like, before I got married, my wife always used to watch football. So then when we started watching, right, when she was we'll go and watch whatever. So when we see the replays, right, she see the injuries, like, oh, the slow motion, like that was so painful. I run at full speed and I kick you with my boots, and you see how you feel in your shit. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks more dramatic when you see
it looks more dramatic. But I mean, even at the replay, it didn't look that nothing malicious about it that deserved a red card, lah. You know, even if they want to give a yellow card, definitely not a red card.
That was the manko.
Yeah,
VAR dah Mangkok.
The referee.
Tapi VAR tu, where were they?
exactly. We have the VAR as well.
And they always get it wrong every week. Last week also, the MU versus Wolves game.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a pen, but they
But they didn't give
a lot of dodgy decisions.
And this guy's some new referee, right? I think he's a young guy.
So end of the day, they apologize.
He apologized. And, I mean, Liverpool's appealing. Liverpool's appealing, and he's apologized. So when you
He
apologize,
cannot
you're not
appeal,
standing by a decision
You
already.
cannot appeal it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I mean, if he's apologized, they can overturn.
Red card, maybe lah. They can receive. Can they receive?
They can.
Can,
They can overturn.
FA can overturn the record.
So Mangkok of the week, VAR. For me, Mangkok of the week, I have to agree Chelsea lah. It was quite bad lah.
Yeah.
To parade your big signing,
Yeah, your big
Caicedo.
signing and everybody. And
Actually, my Mangkok of the week is not Chelsea, it's Caicedo itself lah. To come in and then concede a penalty.
Concede a penalty, exactly.
Doesn't bode well lah. Doesn't bode well.
Even the other guy who went to Chelsea is what Liverpool wanted as well. You know that Roman.
Lavia.
Is what Liverpool wanted at some point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Liverpool were interested with
Yeah.
him. I think bid 50, 60
Yeah,
million.
yeah.
So
Chelsea came in Sailang.
Yeah.
in the future, if anybody you in a bidding war with Chelsea, just pull away lah.
We suffered that last season. We bid for that Mudryk, Ukrainian guy. Chelsea came in 80 million. Took him.
And he has not scored. Huh?
Till today, he has not scored.
It's not scored.
Uh,
Maybe that's what the other teams do, like, especially if they know a Chelsea interested, right? They just push. You know that when you go for bidding, right? You push, the price, they go to a certain level. I know Chelsea's going to come in now. Okay, thank you very much. You go pay, you
Even
do better and enjoy yourself.
I have this theory. Thought Boli cannot lose because he's a businessman.
Yeah, so
he
he
cannot lose. So he
Yeah,
goes in there. What is this? They're paying 50. We'll just give 80 lah. Let's give 80. Take him and go. Let's go. Or let's double his salary. You're paying 20% more. We'll give him double. So he doesn't want to lose as a businessman. You know, he's got this mean winning streak with him. So he thinks about signing.
I mean, he
players.
thinks this is American football.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think Chelsea for me lah, and Caicedo. So this week, first game of the week, Chelsea versus Luton. Who do you think?
I mean, if Chelsea
Chelsea
can't
should
beat
win.
Luton, then they really got to reconsider.
Zach
their-
Pochettino lah.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
It's a win game for them lah.
it should be a win game for them.
Chelsea at home lah.
Yeah.
For me, so Chelsea win. Bournemouth, Tottenham.
I think Spurs.
No lah, Bournemouth will give them a good fight.
Bournemouth at home.
It's a different proposition playing away. So
A draw,
a draw lah,
maybe,
probably.
or Spurs lah. I'm leaning towards Spurs, but maybe a draw.
Draw.
Yeah.
Draw.
I'll say Spurs win lah. As much as I'm Arsenal fan, but I'll say Spurs win lah. I think they were good last week lah.
Let's see how they
Arsenal, Fulham.
tough, but Arsenal at
I think
home.
Arsenal lah.
At home.
Arsenal at home.
Yeah.
Okay, same. Arsenal to win. Brentford, Crystal Palace.
Brentford, Crystal Palace. Yeah, very good.
Brentford is won. They
Brentford
won last
lah,
week.
Brentford.
Yeah, one last week.
Brentford lah.
Brentford
Draw lah, I think.
draw. I'll say Brentford win also. Everton, Wolves. Both also struggling.
Wolves are struggling. Wolves just lost, right?
Yeah, Wolves just lost to
Brighton,
Brighton.
right? 4-1.
Everton so
You
kena
never know,
bantai.
they might lick their wounds and come back and kick Everton. So I think I'm gonna go Wolves. lah.
Wolves lah, Wolves.
Wolves, eh?
Wolves.
Yeah.
Everton is doomed.
Yeah. I would say draw lah this game. Both so crap. Man United, Nottingham Forest.
I mean,
So confident, eh?
yeah, Old Trafford.
Yeah.
They have to lick their wounds.
I think
And Ten Hag
yeah.
always knows how to bounce back.
That's what you said last week.
Last week they
How's the new goalkeeper? I mean, I haven't seen. How's
Oh, no, no. He's
Fantastic.
good. He's good.
huh?
He's good.
he's really good buy lah.
I mean, for the Champions League final, you can see
Yeah,
he's a
sure.
ball-playing
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
yeah.
Do you know that
But I
he
think
kicks,
MU as
he
well,
kicks
sorry.
with both feet, huh? Fantastic.
Oh, is it?
Passes with this foot, and then the ball comes in, passes with that foot. That's a good buy lah,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
So
But MU lah, I think MU.
MU lah, takkan MU tak boleh menang kan?
MU
Home
lah.
ground lagi.
Brighton, West Ham.
I think that's going to be a tough game for Brighton to keep up the winning streak.
Hmm.
They might just nick it, but
Home ground Brighton lah.
Brighton, I think.
I would say Brighton also. Burnley, Aston Villa.
Villa okay lah, Villa stronger side lah.
Burnley home.
But Villa got Pau Torres and they got a lot of good players that they bought. They got a lot of good
Maybe
players.
Villa.
Villa.
Villa. Also. This one.
Tight but Villa lah.
Yeah, I'll say Villa also. Sheffield United versus Man City.
Man City lah takkan.
Sheffield at home.
Man City.
Okay, lah.
lah.
Okay, Liverpool, Newcastle.
Also,
Oh!
Santai, Newcastle at home.
that's tough. I think it's a draw lah.
Draw.
Draw.
I think it's a draw.
Wow.
Really, you can't beat Newcastle at home.
I'm not saying we can't. I'm just
Realistically
being
lah.
realistic lah.
Liverpool win.
Liverpool win. But Newcastle is like unstoppable.
No, Liverpool
Yeah.
win. That's what you normally you flatter to deceive lah. You see beginning they
Okay, I would say draw also lah. Newcastle quite strong.
Yeah.
you know.
but they're playing away. Newcastle is different. At home you have a hard time beating them.
Yeah, Newcastle's at home.
It's Newcastle at home.
Oh, Newcastle at home.
Ah.
Oh, then Newcastle win. Sorry.
Newcastle win.
Yes, Newcastle at home.
Sure.
Newcastle
With
win.
with the support and all that, Newcastle at home is a daunting prospect lah. Susah nak menang.
Memang susah.
You go to Newcastle home ground susah nak menang.
That's why I put draw lah.
Newcastle
I think
win.
it's a draw lah.
Draw. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's the predictions for this week. So before we end lah, I just nak tanya some rapid fire questions lah for the Liverpool side.
Mm.
And for you also lah.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes or no? No. Gerrard or Lampard?
Gerrard.
Gerrard. Suarez or Torres?
Suarez.
Van Dijk or Carragher?
Carragher.
Carragher.
Carragher?
Yeah, why? I want to know.
Skillfully, maybe Van Dijk is better.
Yeah.
As an overall player, as a person who commands the defense, I think Carragher does a better job.
Serious?
Club legend lah, Carragher.
Strange.
Pepe Reina or Alisson?
Alisson.
If Klopp doesn't finish in the top 4 this year,
Should he be fired?
would he get sacked?
Personally, I don't think he should.
Mm.
I don't think he won't either. Yeah.
Why too much credit in the bank?
Yeah, I think he's got a good relationship with the owners.
Mm.
I don't think they'll fire him that soon.
If he doesn't finish among the top 6, he doesn't even get to Europe, say like Spurs 8th or 9th.
Well, then maybe. But the thing is, like, they have to look sensibly as well. You're going to get rid of Klopp, right? Who are you going to replace him with?
Gerrard.
Definitely.
I mean, he's doing well in the Saudi league.
Yeah, but Gerrard's definitely not ready for. I mean, he tried Aston Villa and then it didn't work.
Now in the Saudi league, 2 wins out of 2.
Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe the Saudi league he can, or maybe let him hone his skill there and then come back or whatever it is. But I don't find anyone at the moment, at least, worthy to replace Klopp. At least at Liverpool, you know. And if the owners do get rid of him, and then if they muck up even more, they're going to face like a massive backlash from the fans. You know, because you took him out and look at what's happened.
So Klopp
You know?
got enough credit lah.
The better the devil I know than the devil I don't. You know?
True.
He's got enough credit in the bank lah. Huh?
Yeah.
True. Final question: King Kenny or Ian Rush?
Ian Rush.
Ian
Oh.
Rush.
Yeah.
All right, give me that.
Nice. Okay, with that wraps up our episode.
Yeah, all right.
So, of course, say we'll be back. Good luck, Lou.